welcome back to the Walkaround video. My name is 𝗨𝗨𝗗𝗗 with Ames Performance, and today we're 2024 RTR Mustang Spec 2, finished off an iconic silver metallic number 9 for the year. And of course, we'll get things started with the wheels and tires, the front end, back end, everything in between that as well. Before we get too deep into today's video, what does RTR stand for, right? That's the question that everyone's asking. Well, RTR stands for Ready to Rock. The founder, Vaughn Gittin Jr, is a professional Formula Drift driver. There's also one heck of a driver when it comes to circuit driving as well. So within the Mustang hierarchy, the RTR Spec 2 falls right where, such as the Celine White label falls under, or the Roush track packs, and etc., etc. But it's the most cost-efficient one. So if you're looking to get into drifting, circuit driving, or looking for a weekend cruiser that's more, or should I say less mundane than a Mustang GT is, here's your answer. An RTR just happens to be the most cost-efficient one as well. Now, what does Spec 2 stand for? Well, there's technically 4 different levels of RTR Mustangs that you can get. The first spec is called the Design Package, and that's all your cosmetic goodies. And you can put that on a Mustang GT or an EcoBoost. The next level up from that is a Spec 2, and which is this car right here. It's all the handling goodies and all the cosmetic goodies on top of that as well, without any additional horsepower gains or stuff like that. That is where the Spec 3 comes into play. Spec 3 is exactly this car, but with a supercharger on there, and they are now finally available for ordering sake. I don't have any in stock yet, but don't worry, I will very soon. The next level up from that is the Spec 5, which is your street legal, basically Vaughn Gittin Jr.'s drift car, but street legal version of it. Full wide body kit on top of all the supercharger upgrades. So that's the real deal. We haven't seen that car yet, and it will be announced very shortly. So we will wait for the press. Now, let's move on to the wheels and tires. All right, for the wheels and tires, we have RTR Tech Mesh forged aluminum wheels, finished off in a gloss black. Looks gorgeous on this iconic silver metallic exterior of the car. 20 by 9.5 in the front, 20 by 10.5 in the rear, wrapped around Nitto NT555 G2s. And if you're used to Mustangs, this is an excellent summer tire for the Mustang. 275 in the front, 295 in the rear, but don't you worry, you can always get wider. Technically speaking, we go all the way up to 315 in the rear. Behind that, we can see the gorgeous Brembo brake calipers. This one's in a silver to complement the car as well. And something that you'll also notice is the fitment of the wheels and tires. And of course, with the RTR Spec 2, you get all of the handling goodies. That means RTR's coilover system with lowering springs and different shocks and struts. And of course, sway bars from RTR as well, with a bunch of adjustability as requested. And of course, this car is a fantastic handling vehicle. It's not in day difference compared to a regular Mustang. Now, let's move on to the front end. All right, guys, I had to turn on the lights. Let's talk about the front end of the RTR Mustang, because that just looks incredible. And yes, this is reminiscent of the first generation Mustangs, the Boss Mustangs, with the lights in between the two headlights as fog lights for racing purposes. Of course, in between the two lights, it's also a functional ram air vent to your dual intake design on the new 5-liter V8. And if you're wondering, this works seamlessly with your automatic headlights. Right now we're daytime running light mode. And yeah, you don't have to mess around with any extra buttons or stuff like that to make the lights turn on. They are 50 state legal and they work perfectly within itself. In between the lights, we'll see the honeycomb pattern, and of course the lower grills have been swapped out by RTR stuff to make it a uniform design of honeycomb all the way throughout. Right underneath of that, you'll see the RTR front splitter. Very aggressive looking. It's very reminiscent of the GT350R front splitters, of how much they protruded out to provide all the additional downforce that you require during circuit or drifting purposes. And of course, up on the hood extractors are switched out as well. They might look OEM to you, but that's the whole point of it. This is OEM plus. And they do actually extract more heat than the factory ones do as well. And of course, to top things off on the hood, that is the beginning of the RTR graphics package, as this car is equipped with that. The quarter panels is where the RTR badge begins on this gorgeous Mustang. RTR badges on each of the front quarter panels. The graphics package continues onto the door, providing some excellent contrast. And of course, the side skirts are RTR's unique design. It extends out the factory lines perfectly to match the front splitter, so that everything looks OEM plus, as we were continuing on with that theme. This particular car is equipped with the black appearance with the Night Pony package as well, so it has the blacked out mirror caps and the blacked out roof. The RTR graphics package continues to follow the rear quarter panels body lines right to the RTR rear spoiler, which looks fantastic. It is a matching matte black, just like the graphics are, and it's a very duckbill-esque design. I know a lot of Trans Am race cars, Mustang race cars in the 70s were running a duckbill rear spoilers, so that follows the theme to the current day cars as well. And RTR badge continues on the rear Decklid area of this Mustang. And to close things out, there's 2 additional RTR pieces within the interior as well. We have the shift knob, billet aluminum, RTR logo right there as well. Feels absolutely great to go through. The gear, 6-speed manual, of course, in this vehicle. And the RTR plaque, this one reading number 008 for the year, signed by Vaughn Gittin Jr. as well. So there you have it, folks. The 2024 RTR Mustang Spec 2 finished off an iconic silver metallic with the graphics package and the Night Pony package from the factory, or the Black Appearance package. If you're looking for a Mustang that is streetable, but also trackable, a car that can get your groceries, but also slay some tires, and while it's doing all of that to not break the bank and look this good, look no further. This is a perfect example of combining everything that you possibly could want in a Mustang, but also not looking like every other Mustang that's on the road today. So, if you have any further questions or like to inquire or check on the availability of this exact Mustang, please give us a call and check us out on our website. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.